Hey, fellow Star Wars fans, I'm Mike, and you're watching Force Within TV, where today we're talking about Star Wars Rebels news and Agent Kallus specifically. Sorry, Kallus, not Agent Kallus anymore, right? So, we know that Kallus in Season 1 was this Empire warrior. He was sort of wielding the bow staff. He's this agent that seemed more intelligent than all the other Empire characters until maybe Tarkin shows up, right? Then we see more progression in Season 2 where Kallus and Zeb in the Honorable Ones episode, right? We see Kallus sort of go from this one-dimensional character who's maybe a little more intelligent to somebody who actually honors and respects the rebels and, you know, as sort of great opponents. And his conversations with Zeb, we see that he is actually honorable himself. We transition from Season 2 to Season 3, and of course, he becomes Fulcrum and joins the rebellion. Now, we have already seen Kallus in the Star Wars Rebels Season 4 trailer. He's got the long hair representing his sort of liberation or separation from the Empire and him becoming a rebel. We know he is now a captain from a uniform that he wears, which is awesome. But now we know, that we're going to continue to develop Agent Kallus's character in Star Wars Rebels Season 4, just like that progression from Season 1 to 3. That will continue, of course, into 4. Dave Filoni has actually shared Kallus's name. And this comes from the podcast Rebels Chat, which you can find on the WookieGunner.com. So the name of the podcast is Rebels Chat, and it's on the WookieGunner.com. And during the interview, Dave Filoni last week mentioned that Kallus will have the first name Alexander, and apparently the name will be spelled with Odin E at the end. So Alexander with just an R at the end, which is a little interesting. Now, the name Alexander actually stems from the Greek word Alexandros, which means defending men. So very fitting for Kallus. If we go back to the interview, Filoni did mention that the name Alexander actually comes from somebody who helps produce Rebels. It was sort of somebody behind the scenes. So pretty cool to hear, guys. I would head on over and check out the WookieGunner.com. Check out Rebels Chat for the entire interview. I'll have that linked below. Like I already said, I think the history of this name is very fitting for Kallus. He is definitely going to be the defender of men. Will we see him go back to Lothal with the rebels and attack Lothal? Is he going to be more involved with the hunt for the Death Star, which I think is going to be the main plot of Season 4 of Star Wars Rebels? It's hard to tell at this point, guys, but let me know what you think Kallus's role will be in Star Wars Rebels Season 4. And guys, if you haven't already, please check out the Force Within TV channel. I'll have linked right here for you an entire playlist of different videos looking at who is going to die in Season 4. And unfortunately, I think Kallus is one of those characters who may end up dying. I think him and Zeb, in some capacity could work together, and unfortunately end up meeting their demise. That would be so awesome to see those two reunite. Honorable Ones from Season 2 is one of my absolute favorite episodes, so it would be great to see those guys come together. All right, guys, as I said already, please check out the Force Within TV channel, and if you like what you see there, subscribe. May the Force be with you always. Please consider subscribing, checking out my Jedi Train Like a Jedi series. Maybe check out a recent video. Or down in the video description, you will find several links to my website, including a table of contents of all the Train Like a Jedi series.